So I almost became greedy. I was like, I can't just be the brand ambassador of this brand. It's not enough for me. I want to do more and I want to be more involved. And that's where the business side in me, I've studied business, finance, and economics and wanted to be an investment banker at one point. That side of me suddenly came out and I said, listen, I want to invest in this company. I see so much potential and I see the amazing work you're doing. And then he started telling me about the philanthropic side of his company, the campaigns he was looking at doing, the way he wanted to help people. Even the waterless shampoo was because he wanted to help people. He was not just a businessman wanting to make money. He really wanted to do stuff that I care about and he cares about. And that's where we became partners. And I was not just the face. So when you ask me about this campaign, it's one part of the millions of reasons that I wanted Clensta to be my baby also. I wanted it to be mine. This campaign in particular is so amazing. I know it talks about the most basic, fundamental right of a human being to get clean drinking water. And I hear this all the time, we're cleaning water and we're doing this and we're doing that. But where does the tangible result really get to be seen? Here it is ek pe ek. It is so tangible. You literally buy a bottle, you get a bottle of water. So that really excited me. I felt like this is something that is straight into the pocket, benefiting somebody in need. So I loved it, and I thought, these guys are product guys, and I love them. Puneet, I really do. But, of course, they're always thinking about the products and how they can make the product better and what can we innovate. And I found this, he's like this creative genius. I found this gap in the market. I want to make something for that. But I felt like we needed to get the word out. People should know about the company. People should really know this exists. And I think that even there are so many companies who exist, उनके employees और वो बड़े खुश होते हैं कि हम बड़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हम बड़ा काम कर रहे हैं और उनको लगता है हमारा company बड़ा चल रहा है. But I feel like to really get into the market and for everybody on the road to know what Clensta is, I think that's what we've been working on for the past 1 year. And today I'm hearing the numbers that it was 30 crores last year and it's become 100 crores this year. And I just feel surreal that a year ago, we had spoken about this and we talked about this happening, and it's actually happening. And it's happening because of initiatives like this, because Clensta really does think in a better way than others. It really does. So yeah, I'm proud of being here and being a part of this. And this really feels like I made this. I've not made the products in any way, but I really feel like this is mine. And I feel so happy when I meet the team and everybody who's been a part of this. So yeah, this was not a short answer. I apologize. We are making products that people actually need. There are soldiers up north who are fighting for us, who sometimes don't get access to showering, to having a simple bath. And here we are providing them shampoos that don't require water and they can still take care of their hygiene. So it is a product that truly is created by an engineer. It is truly created by somebody who understood what somebody needs, and I think that's the point of, that should be the point of any product. So for me, to answer your question, is they were truly different. There's really no other way to put it. They really were giving me something. It was very easy for me to come and just shoot for a day and forget about it. But it was not enough because I wanted to be a part of the story. I know 10 years from today, we will say, remember those days when we started with one waterless shampoo? I want that day to come. 10 years later, we'll be like, you remember we used to talk about 100 crores? You remember? I want that day to come because I know it's going there. Not only India, all over the world, we are able to solve problems. Imagine a lotion that increases your temperature by 20 degrees, is it? Imagine the people who don't have access or are simply not able to wear the clothing that they require. But a simple bottle of lotion that we can provide to them can solve so many issues, so many problems. So I feel like 10 साल में मिलेंगे.
Hi. So first of all, thank you so much for entire Media House and Team Clensta, other partners who've spared time for us and they're blessing us today. So it really feels good. Thanks, Parineeta. You've been always very kind to us, and today also you took out some time and for us. So I think, guys, from talking about distribution, what I've seen in last 2 decades, of my FMCG experience, I think bottom line तो वही है जो दिखता है वही बिकता है, and be it online, be it offline. I think the agenda when I discussed with Puneet before joining is how to take this brand to every household and make it a necessary brand in the personal care segment for every household. So I think that is where we started off with, and with that aim in mind, what we are trying to solve is be available in the focus cities as of now, because we are taking small steps. Like we talked about 30 odd crores last year, now we are at about 100. And there will be time, like Parineeta said, 10 years down the line when we're talking about billions, right? So taking this journey ahead, we're taking small steps. As of now, the target is to be in the top 57 to 60 odd cities. I think that's what we have planned from an offline perspective. And that is what we continue to do even in the next 1.5 years. We don't want to defocus ourselves from there. And once we have milked that metro and the tier 1 strategy, and we're selling off well, and that has been in the later part of the, in the second year or third year, we would then plan to be in the tier 2 and below. And that would have a different pack strategy, that would have a different distribution strategy. Not only offline, I think the kind of team that we've built over the last 6-7 months, I think we have leaders who've seen zero to IPO journey even in the online side of it. And there are people who built brands from scratch to about $1 billion. So I think even on the e-com and the website, if you look at Clensta ratings, right, and we're there in top 100. If we look at Amazon, a few of our product are, recently I saw under eye cream being ranked at number 1. For a brand which is very nascent like us, and it feels really great. And all thanks to the mileage and the value add that Parineeta has given to the brand. So I think I always say that the large brands have always been built on a successful and a large offline business. And while we continue to leverage D2C as a data engine, and we continue to take insights from D2C, it gives us geographical cuts on in which geography what all products are being bought again and again, and it also helps us in defining even the assortment strategy for those towns when we go and open them in the offline. So look at large conglomerate houses, the biggest FMCG players. They were the players who built it the offline way, and I think we would like to build the same way out here in Clensta. I have a great vision. Let's see. I clearly see 1,000 odd crores business as a top line in the next 3 years, and that's what we've been aiming at.
I would like to share that this Buy One Give One campaign is a brainchild of Parineeta. While scaling the brand, we being a product owners, we've been thinking that product is good. We've been talking about the technology, absorption near to 100%, star, CRAN, several technologies we have built. But eventually, when she came on board, she said, "Guys, तुमको नहीं मालूम कुछ भी marketing क्या होती है. Let me come back and tell you."
I didn't say that.
And this has become a kind of a conversation topic on social media. That a kind of a buy one give one, which was so amazing campaign, has reached to almost 100 odd million people so far.
I didn't say it like this. ये तुमको कुछ नहीं पता. This is I need to stand up for myself here. I didn't say it like this. I just said that you don't know anything. It's not the same. But I just felt like I just feel like to talk to the people is something that I said, chalo, like I'll take care of that a bit. Only because I wanted people to really notice and to really see what we are doing. Because we're in the age of social media and TV and just so much content that there's no way for us to be attracted with something. We are mindlessly scrolling. So I definitely feel like our strategy was to make people notice. Because once they noticed us, they wouldn't ignore us because we were doing things better than others. So that noticing ka job I have taken up. And then once they notice, then I hand them over to Puneet and then his products do all the talking.
When she came on board and Ashish came on board, both comes from a very, very relevant exposure with respect to their own domain. I've been kind of trying to disrupt the product value chain, but apart from that, distribution value chain was also supposed to be disrupted, which I think Ashish has taken over, and like Parineeta has been a marketer and being on kind of a large followers and several millions, 75 million odd followers, and help to reach out to masses. But I think intent of building a technology in the kind of product side was that I used to always, I keep on saying there are two problems which we have to solve, right? When you actually scale a consumer care brand, one is a discovery and second is repeat. And when we were making a mistake by saying that it's a technology-led, we have a star, which is great concept, nature plus science and right dosage, right quantum, we had been talking about. I think things didn't change, okay? And I have a story to share, and I would like to connect that how she changed my mindset and happened, in a way where I think today that 300% growth, that may be a minor story, will tell you the reason. So there is a case study, and that case study, I keep on sharing this case study in many platforms, but maybe I'll just take a liberty here to share a perspective. एक गाड़ी में एक हैमर होती है, इमरजेंसी में अगर कभी एक्सीडेंट हो जाए तो गाड़ी का शीशा तोड़ के आप निकल सकते हो. And that hammer company CEO was struggling to increase the sale, and the motto of the conversation was always कि यार अगर कभी तुम गाड़ी में फंस गए और गाड़ी कहीं एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो तुम इस हैमर को यूज करो, शीशा तोड़ के बाहर निकल जाओगे. And that sale was not going up, right? Maybe I was like that. When she came in, she said, yeah, that case study was like that. Ki same company, same hammer, a CEO was a different. And in that case, the perspective was that if you're some loved one in the car and he or she will stop, right? Then you need the same hammer to break the glass, right? And I think that is how the perspective got changed. And maybe that is how discovery, which she came on board, solved it with the kind of a new initiative like buy one give one, and repeat has been getting solved the technology we have built, because ultimately out of curiosity people have started buying it. When we look at a red aloe vera or a waterless or a rosemary or egg, so we kept it that egg protein in front rather than a technology. But because of technology, we could make affordable product, and hence people are coming back to us, and maybe I can proudly say that therefore we have like the highest repeat in our industry in this space.
What are your favorite 3 Clensta products today?
Okay, so the reason, one of the very first reasons I got excited about Clensta in that first meeting that I told you guys was the egg protein shampoo. And I loved it because I've been hearing of this thing ki sar mein anda laga do, put egg in your hair, and most people hate the idea of that. I mean, half of them don't eat eggs, so they don't want to put it in their hair. I was one of them. And when he told me about an egg shampoo, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so disgusting. And then I opened the bottle and it was the most beautiful, like vanilla cupcake smelling shampoo. And I was like, who are you? Who has made this shampoo? So that one is my favorite, and I have to tell you quickly a story about it. The lady who helps me in my house in Bombay, she's been working with me for I think 15 years now. She's this fiery Maharashtrian lady who has like hair up to like her knees, and she's always in a big bun with gajra. She's this amazing lady. I can't live without her. I met her yesterday and she said, Didi, wo jo aapne shampoo banaya hai na? तो मैंने कहा कौन सा? So she was like, वो जिसमें अंडा है? Listen to the story and see what the key words are. वो जो शैम्पू आपने बनाया उसमें अंडा है ना? उससे मेरा बाल बिल्कुल एकदम बराबर हो गया है. So I said, really? What has happened? She said, हाँ मेरे बाल में इतना वो हमेशा गुच्छा होता था, मैं उसको बन में रखती थी, अभी तो मैं उसको खुला छोड़ के जाती हूँ. And this is a person who has no idea about my journey or Clensta or anything. It was just a shampoo I gifted her. And she genuinely out of nowhere has come and given me this feedback. And it's truly honest because she's the kind of person who tells me like, that film was so bad of yours. Like, why did you do that film? So she's that. So she said something good. That means it's really to be believed. So one is that. Then I love the red aloe vera. I only thought it could be green. I had no idea there was a specialized aloe vera. So that and the rosemary. I think these would be my top. And maybe the lip balm also side me, number 4.
देखिए था कि अभी आपने अंडे के शैम्पू की बात करी थी और बहुत से लोग हैं जो एतराज करते हैं, तो क्या आपके जो प्रोडक्ट हैं उसमें वेज और नॉन वेज की भी कोई कैपेसिटी रखी है आपने अलग-अलग कुछ वहाँ का?
So it's a plant-based protein. So like a vegan meat. So it's a plant-based protein. So we don't use egg. When I say egg, it's a plant-based egg.
आप ही बात कर रहे हैं अंडे की, तो अंडा तो बहुत से लोग एतराज करते हैं.
नहीं, हम कह रहे, बताइए.
So basically जो प्रोडक्ट है, जो हम एग प्रोटीन की बात करें, अल्टीमेटली क्या होता है, हमारे हेयर को जो प्रोटीन चाहिए होता है वो एग में होता है. तो एग का काफी सारे सोर्स है उससे प्रोटीन के. जो हमने प्रोटीन लिया है वो प्लांट बेस्ड एग से लिया है. तो उससे क्या होता है कि जो बालों को आपको राइट इंग्रेडिएंट चाहिए, वी ट्राई एंड गिव दैट इन अ वाटर फॉर्मेट.
तो वो वेजिटेरियन ही है.
हाँ, तो वो वेजिटेरियन ही है.
आपने अभी एक कंपेनिंग किया है कि 1 बिलियन 2030 तक क्लीन वाटर जो आप वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर की बात कर रहे हैं
जी.
लेकिन रिपोर्ट तो ये कह रही है कि कई स्टेटों पर, हिंदुस्तान की ही बात कर रहे हैं, बेंगलोर बड़े-बड़े सिटी में पानी की बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत होने वाली है 2030 तक. जिससे लोगों को पीने का पानी भी नहीं मिल पा रहा, साफ पानी. वही दिल्ली की हालत है और वही बहुत से स्टेटों की हालत है. तो आप क्लीन की बात कर रहे हैं, तो कैसे ये सब?
तो इसके जो हमने तरीके सोचे हैं एज अ एंटरप्रेन्योर, आई कैन ओनली से जो हमने टेक्नोलॉजी बनाई पहले वाटरलेस, उससे हमने पानी बचाया. बिना पानी के आप नहा रहे हो तो पानी बच रहा है. सो वाटर स्ट्रेस एरिया है, अब अल्टीमेटली आपको अल्टरनेटिव देना है ना. सो दैट इज हाउ पानी बचता है. दूसरा, जो पानी हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने का प्लान कर रहे हैं, उसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का मल्टीपल स्ट्रैटेजी है अभी हमारा, अगले जो 2030 तक हमने प्लान किया है, जिसमें बेसिकली अगर आपको पता हो तो नाउ टेक्नोलॉजी टू एग्जिस्ट, I can, from this atmosphere, we can do a bottled water, drinking water. But currently, we are using recycled plastic. We are taking water available and at least able to distribute that bottle जहाँ पर जिसको उसकी पानी की जरूरत है, जहाँ पे पानी पीने के लिए नहीं है.
See, these are obviously corporate social responsibility calls wherein we feel that we should give it back to the country and the people who are loving our products. We should, try and help the other people on the other side as well, those who probably even can't afford a clean drinking water. So that's one part of your question, which is intent. Right, coming back to how we have collaborated, I think the products right now are going to Indian defense. We are even serving soldiers, right? The soldiers who are there on the extreme locations like Siachen and Ladakh, Indian Army is using our waterless products for those soldiers who are even not able to take bath as long as 90 days. So that is one. On the state piece that you asked, I think there is a proposal that I said, it's already in place that we have shared a proposal with the state government going forward because we were waiting for these products to get patented. That is where we felt that acceptance would be higher, especially in the government sector. And we got the patents granted, about 2 months back on the waterless products. So that is when we have reached out to many state governments and urged them to make waterless as a part of the NRHM scheme and to serve more and more people. We are also talking to bodies like UNICEF, Red Cross, WHO. They do serve a lot of people who are there in small camps, that refugee camps and all. We're trying to even donate, few bottles there as well, so that they can take care of the hygiene of people who are there in the refugee camps, because water then becomes a very large problem in those refugee camps.
The last question was in 3 to 6 quarters, where do you expect your product to go, and corresponding how much donations you are looking in terms of providing water to the needy?
See, I think the mission is very clear. You know, we've saved 1 billion liters of water, and on the contrary, till the time we achieve 1 billion, product sales, we'll continue doing that. And we park this as a part of our profits for our public welfare, right? That's number one. And within 3 to 6 months, I think you've seen the journey, right? Parineeta, Puneet, we've already talked about it, that it's been a 300% kind of a growth in last just 7, 8, 9 months. We want to continue the same pace, and we want to educate people, reach out to more and more households, serve them with the best of the quality products, safe products, to the best of our abilities.
हमने आपको एज ए एक्ट्रेस देखा है, एज ए सिंगर, आज आपको एज ए बिजनेस वुमन देख रहे हैं, तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या पॉलिटिक्स में होगा?
आने वाले इलेक्शन में क्या कोई प्लानिंग होगी आपकी तरफ से?
अरे, अगर कोई भी मुझे जानता है, उसको समझ आ जाएगा कि मुझे तो ना ही लेके जाए पॉलिटिक्स में, क्योंकि मुझे बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं पता है पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में, तो उनका नुकसान ही होगा मुझे तो लग रहा है। तो नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल कुछ समझती नहीं हूँ पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में, और मैं कभी, मुझे नहीं लगता जा पाऊंगी, क्योंकि मुझे पता नहीं मैं वहाँ क्या करूँगी, तो मैं यही ठीक हूँ।
यहाँ से लॉक कर दें?
क्या से?
ये वाला आंसर लॉक कर दें आपका?
लॉक ही है? बिल्कुल लॉक कीजिए। मेरे घर में अभी जितने लोग पॉलिटिक्स में उतने ही काफी है बस। सो सर, आपका जो सवाल था, हमने अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 6 महीने 8 महीने पहले मार्केटिंग शुरू की है। उससे पहले हमारे पास मार्केटिंग टूल्स या फेसेस नहीं थे, और 8 महीने की जो हमारी जर्नी रही है, 8 और 8 से कम, उसमें हम 30 करोड़ की ARR से 100 करोड़ की ARR पे पहुंच गए। तो वो हुई 8 महीने के बाद। किसी भी मार्केट में एक जो कैसे बोलते हैं, एक छवि बनाने के लिए थोड़ा सा वक्त लगता है, which I think we have been hugely successful। हम जब लास्ट ईयर मार्केटिंग शुरू करने से पहले जब हम बैठे थे एक कमरे में, हमने सोचा था 30 का 50 हो जाएगा, 30 का 60 हो जाएगा, बट कहीं ना कहीं आई थिंक हमारे कंज्यूमर्स एंड हमारे कस्टमर्स बहुत ही अत्यधिक नंबर में बढ़े हैं, जो हमने सोचा था, और हमारी कैलकुलेशन से भी डबल ट्रिपल नंबर। एंड अब हमने मार्केट से सीखा भी है, हमारे पास और प्रोडक्ट्स भी आ रहे हैं और टेक्नोलॉजी भी हो रही है, बात फैल रही है। आई एम 100% श्योर 1 साल बाद जब आप और मैं बैठेंगे, ये नंबर्स और भी डबल ट्रिपल होंगे। सो आई थिंक वी डन वेरी वेल फॉर 8 months, एंड आई थिंक
so much for joining us.